handed point guards that have given Aaron Craft problems. Talked about Gibson from Texas San Antonio. Long three there by Ross, but had a chance to speak with us.
Happy to be here. This is a team that played so scrappy, being one of the first four in, beating Boise State, but they played so competitively. Now looks like there's a lot of one-on-one basketball. This team is at its best when it moves the basketball to one another. In fact, 15-1 when they have 15 assists or more. Right now, it's a bunch of ice.
He's got 4.
Well, LaSalle, you couldn't have played that possession any better. Have everyone on the perimeter. What a tough shot by Armstead with the shot clock running down. Very much the same way Garland made it at the other end.
Oh, a little floater by Galloway.
Well, that's not that Southwest Philly floater.
That's about what we're going to see on Saturday.
What about the run, though, for LaSalle? Here's Van Vliet.
Hey, to be the last A-10 team standing.
Yep.
We are at altitude here in Salt Lake City, and Jamie Dixon says, it's an excuse. He doesn't buy it. Other coaches said that that's something that they have to monitor with faster substitutions during the course of the game. Where do you stand? You played here, so you know what it's like.
Of course, Armstead, he's the catalyst, can make this, runs the team.
They do struggle to score at times. If there's an issue with Greg Marshall's team, it's that they can have 5 or 6 minute droughts.
Gibbs gave it up nice and early. Great. Just get guys good looks. You got to convert. Great opportunity.
Echenike looking for the pick and roll, but it's not there. Again, well defended by Wichita State.
Ruggie and Digna can bang the deep one out.
Chapman.
Do Wichita State. Try and bring you down.
Chapman breaks the pressure, gets it to Manigat.
I think you got to run your stuff. You can't be overly cautious. Here's that double high, pick and pop. Got to get into it right now. This is a big trip, I think.
Well, I think Manigat was a little surprised he got it back so quickly from McDermott.
Under 5, a pull-up.
Missed it. I think Manigat.
Defensive breakdown.
They have the welcome mat all the way to the rim. Laid out there for Wichita State. With an open look, Tyler Brown put Williams giving it up. Cotton lost it between his legs.
Good hustle by Brian Allen.
Allen pulls up. He can't convert.
Settling for jump shots.
The shot from the corner by Baker. And there's Demetric Williams.
Dermott was impressive again. 8 for 10 from the floor.
Early with the miss. There's Hill. It's a struggle against Wichita State when the ball goes off the rim and then off the floor. Allen off the back iron. Long rebound.
Each other.
Now 6 on the shot clock. Armstead spins out for Williams. Marshall shoots it quick that time. Who is a true 5.
There's a shot missing from Cotton. So Wichita State, even from the outset, adjusting to a smaller Missouri State team.
They have a deeper bench, so they have the ability to do that.
Good job by Carl Hall. Defender just settle on a 3. They went right to it and found Hall.
You got to get Hall involved. You got to get him excited. He does that by scoring.
Marshall offline on the 3.
I've been impressed with Wichita State. They've been very patient offensively. Hall, 2 straight misses after 4 straight makes. I think Anthony Eller's coming in real quick. I think Greg Marshall thinks so too. Rogge again. First miss of the game. 1 seconds to go at Illinois State and still found a way to win. Another close turnover. Gibbs has it. Players down. That three-pointer was in and out.
Killing it scoring the basketball. Malcolm Armstead all the way to the basket, can't get it to go. Then a three ball from Demetric Williams. Pretty early working against Wing. Cotton for three. Demetric Williams. Now Anthony Early. Cotton on the offensive glass, and finally the foul.
Taking away those easy layups.
Well, their defense is clearly better in the opening minutes of this second half. Minerath missed everything that time and coming away with it.
Defensive possession. Ray McCallum's got to make some decisions on, am I going to start to lengthen the game with some quick fouls?
And you probably need to start firing up bombs. Minerath. And a big rebound at Wichita State, and there's a foul. McCallum, wonderful player to watch. We had a SportsCenter highlight dunk early on this game from Doug Anderson. But
where's Carl Hall last year in the Missouri Valley Conference, the newcomer of the year, the lone returning starter to this year's squad at Wichita State. Jake Odom, the lone returning star for Indiana State. A-Rock, no good. Kitchen with the offensive glass. And jump ball call. Now 8 on the shot. Brown. And an offensive rebound for Christian Smith. Manny A-Rock. Boy, Indiana State just ice cold here.
Get back into the hunt.
Odom has now hit 18 straight free throws. And now I just jinxed him as we're tied at 25. Williams on the drive. And here comes Odom. Coast to coast for Jake. And now good ball rotation. Van Vliet. Rob there. He had a good look. Odom can't get the foul. The field will get the rock. Early. Williams with a nice weak side rebound.
You hate to see it because defensive rotation came. It was going to be a tough shot. Odom, very atypical.
There's Carmichael.
And there's your fade on the baseline. Hill's got some hops and saves the possession.
Black versus John Wilkins, number 13 in red.
Armstead long on the three. Carmichael, an NBA move, but he could not get the finger roll. Ball go into contact and get the offensive foul in that situation.
He's such a great athlete. Smart athlete.
Brown, nowhere to go. Hall trying to get something inside. Carl Hall limited to just 4 points so far. Icky can hit threes. Look, and he misses a layup for Illinois State to start the half.
And after 30 minutes of shaking hands that Natang would go and play for Greg Marshall, he died of a heart attack on the floor. Greg Marshall learned from that experience how to appreciate where he is. And he loves his job at Wichita State. And he certainly learned how to work with Carl Hall through his challenges as well. Quite a story about a coach and a player.
And again, the heart condition, the neurocardiogenic syncope that Carl Hall has to play with. Fainting that is caused by the condition. Hall with the block.
Remember Missouri State coming off a performance of very few points against Northern Iowa. I talked to Paul today before the game.
As Williams on the drive, and he said, Marshall, the freshman, with 12 on the shot clock. Now to Pickens, who started the game for ball loss tonight. Now Gavin Thurman almost lost the handle. Shot clock at 5. Downey trying to create. Another solid defense
where they take a shot out of their offense.
Downey now has a 2-on-2, and he's just going to wait for his teammates to get back on the offensive end. It's the second time we've seen that from AD here tonight.
Senior experience. He understands it's a long 15 minutes here.
Pickens just off the mark.
Assists to just 3 turnovers, make it 18. That one was delivered beautifully. And the 3 ball by Demetric Williams, who's had 2 beyond the arc.
Van Fleet is just taking care of the basketball extremely well over the last 9 games. Hasn't turned it over more than once. Not going off. Might have got it off just in the nick of time to get it high off the glass. But
nice take from Demetric Williams. That's a 3 ball. Williams, California, to take on St. Mary's. All right, Southern Illinois with the basketball and a chance to take the lead here with the first possession of the second half. Backdoor cut. Carl Hall, nice job defending. Good athlete. Craig talked about he's the top rebounder for players under 6 feet 1 inch in the country.
well, he's improved to a little bit of confidence. He can go a long ways, and the Salukis are feeling really good about themselves right now. We got 6'8" on 6'2".
Yeah.
Jake White's got to come at the defender on the perimeter more in a stance to prepare himself for the drive so he can bounce off and be in the right position.
And the Shockers are within 1.
Tell you what, a big 3 out of nowhere by Malcolm Armstead, stepping up and just knocking it down.
Malcolm Armstead, 1 of 7 before that shot went up. Hard pick. And Demetric Williams comes a
leader of this basketball team. Make no mistake about it. Number 2 in black, Malcolm Armstead. Mitchell tries, misses. Williams. Well, a lot of white jerseys being very physical on their block-offs. There's James off the curl. Look at Armstead help right there. Just took away the curl cut because of his ability to juke and dig for the basketball. Tuttle, top of the key. 7, and yet the doctors say he is 100% cleared to play, and he plays like nothing's wrong. Well, he can create offense for this Wichita State basketball team. Cook an 81% free throw in the conference. James 1 for 2.
You're going to see a defensive battle game for both teams. You've got Bradley, who's ranked 5th in the nation in steals. They almost get 11 a game. And then Wichita State on the other end, allowing opponents to 63 points a game. A little bit better in valley play. Both teams rely on their defense.
Points, but Bruce, he only turned the ball over 1 time. Now, granted, he was 0 for 4 from behind the arc. It's good to see him get out. He's a guy that if he gets a feel for knocking down shots, hits one early, he can get on a rhythm. And man, does he have a burst of speed? He has some layups where he got to the basket and he scored. He gets timely buckets for the Shockers. Just another, you talk about Carl Hall and his leadership. Demetric Williams has stepped up in that fashion also.
That's Gavin Thurman, the Wichita product. Bricked that one off.
Part of this for Wichita State.
Nice follow by Cleanthony Early with the left-hand tip. And it's back out to 4. Missouri State led by 3 in the early going. Shock's biggest lead has been 4.
Missouri State, they're playing hard. Yep. They're playing aggressive. I think Paul Luss has got to be proud of the way his guys are playing. I mean, they're playing good basketball against 20 team in the country.
In that situation, it's even better. You're taking time off the clock and getting points at the end of the possession. So back up now by 10. Shearer for 3.
Armstead over McDermott, no good. There's Williams. Cotton got the rebound and the foul.
30 seconds to shoot. Illinois stayed with it. That didn't hit anything, but error. 9 seconds against the shot clock. Armstead is going to try to create a shot on his own, hanging, drifting to the left, and it's tipped back out in a fresh 35. Shockers have 3 guys in that front line when you throw Takil Cotton in that really go to the glass hard early with the bucket.
Mentality. He draws the defense, makes the extra pass. Demetric Williams gives him the assist.
Hill, little teardrop. Williams.
Rebound. They took their time. Makes a great runner.
Cotton with 5. Shockers have 5 players in double figures tonight. Demetric Williams, a very good read. And the Shockers set the offense. Armstead for 3. He just rims off. Colt Ryan ahead. Ned Cox with the miss. Shooting into the Wichita State student section. And Ahime with the rebound.
He's knocked down 3 threes.
Coach's son, beautiful release on the jump shot. And has gotten so much physically stronger since last season.
Again, he could play a lot of different positions for a fair amount of time. Bradley 3 of 4 shooting the 3. 9th in the conference, coming in at 28%.
I'd look for him again. There he is.
Not this time, but he didn't miss by much.
Take him outside and shoot over him. You put a smaller guy on him and he can post him up. So Jordan Clark is trying to guard Clee Anthony Early out on the perimeter.
Drake going back to work. Here's Chris Hines. Simons, long shot, no good. Long rebound, pulled down by Williams. Has to fight for it, and a foul's going to be called.
Senior from St. Paul, Minnesota. What a three-point shot he is. And at the break, Deion Mitchell came back in for UNI. Sonnen, he's watched closely by Nick Wiggins. And that's a three-point attempt. It won't go for Chip Rank. Now a 2-point lead for the Shockers, and that gets the crowd into the game.
Jake White had back spasms. Not anymore.
Boy, all the way in, Deion Mitchell kicking it out for a three-point attempt that spins off from Matt Bohannon. We talked about Wichita State winning 14 in a row here on the home court, but they play great basketball on the road. On the inbound, here's Tuttle.
You know, John, I could make a strong comment here in regards to the basketball fans of the state of Kansas. Combine the best home court advantage in the country at Kansas, at Wichita State.
Now with play getting physical, Northern Iowa keeps possession, 20 on the shot clock. Mark Sonnen with a one-hand pass. Jake Cook tied up by Early. 10 on the shot clock with Sonnen between the 2 circles.
Wichita State smells blood.
3 on the shot clock. Long shot won't go for Mitchell.
92 wins and 128 losses. 52 of those wins in the last 3 years. Good
lob to Hall. Stokes is on him. Stokes got a hand on that shot, and Lopez on the backside gets the rebound. Blocked by Hall. Kenny Hall. Tennessee's got the ball with a 2-point lead. Stokes puts it on the floor. Back to Richardson for 3, short. Rebounded by Wichita.
At his pick. Armstead looking to finish. Couldn't get it. Demetric Williams. And a fresh. Nothing to choose from between the Falcons and the Shockers. Played about 28 minutes in this one. Lions.
Nice D by Wessel. Not only Demetric Williams did an outstanding catch of even grabbing it, and then they swing it all the way back to Takel Cotton.
He's improved his offense nicely in the offseason. He's coming off back-to-back 8-point games. He's got 6 here tonight on 3-for-3 shooting.
Yeah, he's a guy who shot at 50% last year. He's a little ways away from that shooting
factor tonight because he gives them an offensive lift off the bench.
A 6-point lead for Wichita State, trailed by 2 at the half. Made quick work of that deficit, turned that into a positive.
Got a mismatch with Marble in the post, but Armstead does a good job defensively, preventing the pass.
7 seconds to shoot. Marble will work against the clock. And again, Wichita State had the board with Nick Wiggins. Quick shot, no good. DePaul wants to run the other way as we tick down under 1:15 to go. Young tries to find a seam, missed the shot, and we're going to go. Spins, finds the open man, it's Baker. Lahar nearly ran it down now.
How to shoot the teardrop. Armstead, example A.
Kirk tries the long 3, no good.
But that's the kind of effort and certainly kind of execution Greg Marshall wants to see.
Brandenburg and VCU can take the last shot. From the corner, Brandenburg. No.